Where is wisdom to be found? These chapters aren't typical of the book of Proverbs, because the book of Proverbs is mainly a collection of proverbs, pithy, wise sayings. So chapters 10 to the middle of 31 are like that. But this collection of proverbs has a 9-chapter preface and a half-chapter epilogue. The half-chapter epilogue is the poem about the ideal wife. The preface, as it progresses, pictures divine wisdom more and more as a woman. The young man, to whom the book's addressed, is to see her as his wife, or at least as his bride, his fiancée. While at the start of the book, wisdom is to be sought like a treasure. Notice already in these chapters that wisdom is the opposite of a get-rich-quick scheme. Steady, solid, respectable. Wisdom isn't flashy, but leads to a long and prosperous life. This means that, especially in the modern or maybe postmodern world, the writer has a difficult job to do, because the book is addressed to young men. Notice all the "my son" bit in it. And basically its message is that doing all those sensible things that your mother taught you, being faithful, kind, reliable, honest, that doing those things, boring though they sound, leads to respect and therefore to wealth and so on. These chapters pretty much stop there. Basically, the 4 chapters are doing in words what the story of Solomon's Wish does in story form. It says to you, if you seek wisdom, if you are faithful, kind, reliable, honest, then all the rest will come to you. The following chapters, that we don't get to read, sex it up a bit, literally, though with no explicitly erotic language. As wisdom becomes the lover that you, the young man who the book addresses, should seek as your fiancé and wife. And yes, the whole book is addressed to men. That's why it pictures wisdom as a woman. It's one of the most explicitly male books of the Bible. On the question of how women can read such a man's book, we'll need another podcast. Sorry. And I'm not quite sure that a man is the one to do it. We'll see. That spirituality of wisdom as bride gets developed further in later books, ones that don't make it into the Protestant Bible or the Jewish Bible, like the Wisdom of Jesus ben Sirach, Ecclesiasticus is the other name for that book, and Wisdom. Those books make it into the Apocrypha. So, a brief note about the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha is not a set of bad books that we shouldn't read, like some Protestants think, but a collection of books that almost made it into the Bible, but didn't quite. They were used as scripture, all of them, by some parts of the Jewish and Christian communities. They are still used as scripture by the Eastern Orthodox, and the Catholic Church sees them as fully scripture, though in some kind of a way second-rate scripture, secondary scripture. Deuterocanonical is the Greek-derived word for that. And within the Protestant tradition, they are seen as being valuable for devotion and teaching, but not valuable for building doctrine on. So this preface to the book of Proverbs, the first 9 chapters, has the hard job of selling to a young man the very ideas that his mother taught him, or tries to teach him. Because those ideas are timeless. It is through being honest, respectful, reliable, kind, and faithful that one gains respect. And it is from gaining respect and trust of others that one gains solid joy and wealth. These ideas have never been trendy, never been overly attractive to the young to whom they're addressed, but they remain deeply and profoundly true.